Yep, I see him. So we're going to start with where we left off. However, we're going to move through the other room. Amelia and Reed, you are currently searching the room, moving chairs aside, looking under beds and covers for Reginald. You feel maybe like a warmth has left you, like a connection that you had previously is fading, if not all but gone. As you look around the room, it becomes fairly clear that Reginald is not here.
I was gonna say, what, did the heater kick off?
It's more of a cold
What's
than
a heater?
It's a tiny fire.
That weird box fire over there.
Box fire.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask, it's just this other person in the room, right?
Give me a perception check.
Okie doke. That one.
There's a ninja. Kill it.
Amelia, you can also make a perception check.
Like, it keeps adding the GM only text back. It's just lying to me.
Have to erase it out from the code. It's not worth the effort.
I've efforted all the other skills.
Yeah, so as far as you can tell, it's just the two of you in there. Reed, you do catch a glimpse through the only door that you can see to the west there, a faint bit of like a very light blue hue of maybe someone's head or something for a moment, but it disappears fairly quickly. To explain that, there is a window in the door that you're seeing through.
Reed is going to very suddenly feel quite uncomfortable, he realizes, with whatever's happening. He's just gonna tiptoe back over here, and he just kinda takes a knee, and he's just obscuring himself behind the bed, but his eyes are looking over it. And he's just waiting. Something's bothering him now. He doesn't say anything. He just goes...
Amelia's just gonna kind of watch him. And she's like, are you alright?
I think there are people outside. Watching, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I don't believe that to be the strangest thing that's happened to us so far.
Isn't it?
Do you normally wake up in random places?
It's happened like twice, yeah, but not a lot.
I mean, have you taken like a good look at the floor?
Ooh.
What even is this?
Dwarven stones. Yeah.
Dwarven stones.
They're very straight.
She just kind of looks at the floor, looks at him, looks at the floor, and starts just kind of meandering around the room looking at all the stuff.
Good idea.
One of the things that stands out to you the most is on the counter in front of you, Amelia, is this large, not quite a statue, maybe it's like an art piece. You're not sure. It seems to be some kind of a box. What you see is this sort of deep, dark black that encases the structure. The front of which is bulbous. It kind of protrudes forward and appears to be made out of some kind of black glass. It's actually very reflective. You're not sure if its purpose is a mirror. It seems kind of odd just because of the shape of the glass, and as dark as it is. You notice protruding from the top of the structure are two very thin metal rods.
detect magic on it? Maybe. Detect magic? Please?
Oh, I'm sorry. I realized I muted myself. I was like, no one's making any noise. What's going on? Alright, sorry. So 2 metal, thin metal rods protruding from it. What?
I wanted to detect magic on it.
Okay, so you make a gesture, outstretch your hand, a faint glow from your fingertips as you kind of cast out, trying to detect magic. No magic.
I'm going to go and take the sheet off of my bed and throw it over it.
And you do. It is covered and is no longer visible.
It's not a very good mirror, is it?
I don't think it's a mirror, but, you know, better safe than sorry.
Right.
Back into the room. Your name is Jessica Cambridge. Are you all right, dear? You... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You look over this kind of dainty in some ways female human. She speaks kind of an air of intelligence, but care as well. You look maybe for something to defend yourself with, and nothing seems obvious, but you can give me a perception check to see what you see.
Yes, perception.
Yes.
Oh, dag nabbit. Well,
16?
you can see it. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. It's not visible. We can change that later if you want to, but for right now, that was a good roll. 16.
Someone told me how to change it, so I'm going to change it right now.
You look over, you're frantically searching something. I would have something to defend myself with. It seems maybe obvious that there's some kind of preparation here to avoid anything kind of sharp. Kind of weapons of some kind. She doesn't seem to have anything on her that you could maybe quickly use to your benefit. She looks over from you to Tao, and she says, Kate Bauer, are you doing well as well? You were both unconscious for some time. We were quite concerned. Oh, did those move? And she's looking at the top of your head, Tao.
Aren't I still underneath the sheets?
I thought you slipped out from the
You
bed.
melted out of them
Oh,
and
yeah.
wrapped yourself around Lilith's feet.
Yeah.
Where are
Rubbing
we?
the sleep out of my eyes. And just kind of like. Not really like paying attention to anything in the room.
The woman looks
And kind of ignoring the lady because my name isn't Power.
She kind of hesitates to pull her eyes away from Tao for just a second, and then moves to look back at you, Lilith. We are here at the Gateway Hospital and Mental Health Center. As I said, you've been admitted by your father. My name is Dr. Amano. I'm here to take care of you. Now, there are special circumstances that give us concern for your health. We do have a specialist that will be here on Monday to take a look at you. I'm quite glad to see that you are both awake and well. Is there anything you need at the moment? Anything at all?
What kind of specialist? Why did we get admitted here? Well, why did I get admitted here?
Hey,
She doesn't know you yet.
it's okay. I probably do need to be here.
Jessica, your father
And
was...
why do you keep calling me that? My name is not Jessica.
She kind of audibly, a bit of a gasp. What is it you mean, dear? Sit down. Actually, is she in the bed still, or?
She's just kind of like standing next to it and kind of like backing away a little bit.
Dr. Amano kind of says, "Dear, your name is Jessica Cambridge. Are you saying that? Are you feeling
My
well?"
name is not Jessica.
Oh, yes, I understand. I see. Then she looks over to the side to see Tao kind of slinking around. She kind of takes a bit of a back step. Yes.
Can I do like a quick thing real quick?
Yeah.
Check your DMs.
Sliding into his DMs over there.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Do you have to make a roll for that?
No. It's just, I guess it's just damage then.
Yeah. So go ahead and let me know. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. Objects of hardness. Go ahead and then tell me what this looks like.
Okay, so. So as she says, my name is not Jessica, she gets a burst of frustration, and all of a sudden, you feel this force just kind of push through between them, and the TV next to the doctor kind of, I don't know, is that enough to break it?
So you kind of shout this as she's kind of sensing that you're maybe not happy with being called that. Yeah, and there's just this sudden crack and split as the center of the TV has a crack run up through the center of it, and a spark of electricity as something like almost like life comes to the TV and then quickly fades. It causes Dr. Amano to jump. Oh my! She looks very confused for a moment, looks to the TV and looks back. Jessica, I mean, did you say your name?
I didn't say that, no.
Dear, calm down. Everything's all right. There's no need to yell. Dr. Amano kind of composes herself, still obviously confused for a moment, maybe kind of shrugging it off as something of a freak accident. You're not sure. Everything is all right. You're safe here. You have my promise. And she takes a very careful step forward.
Don't come any closer.
I understand. You are safe. I promise. Listen, I do not mean to cause you harm. This is for your own benefit, I promise. And when you are well, you will be able to leave, I promise. Now, I have others to tend to as well, but you have my promise that if there's anything you need, we are here to help you. She turns to look to see what does Dr. Amano see happening over there now.
Over where?
Towards the door.
Tao is literally just like looking out the little window and just like watching people walk through the halls, I guess. And she like her
Give me a
tail and
perception
ears
check.
are like flicking and twitching, and she's like, "This place is shiny."
Give me a perception check, Tao. It's a PER. It's near the top. You're good. That's like 8 letters. Give or take. There you go. Oh, nope, that's perform. I'll take it. There it is. Very good. 23. So you're looking through the hallways, and as you kind of bring your eyes through the window of the door, your eyes meet with another. You see another figure there with this kind of vibrant, dark, and bright blue hair, yellow glasses. Her eyes go wide as she sees you, and you see her eyes dart up to look at your ears above you, then back down wide once more, before she very quickly bolts down the hallway.
Oh, don't go.
Behind you, you feel a hand on your shoulder. Miss Bauer, if you'll excuse me, I have others to attend to. Please make yourself comfortable here. As I said,
Why do you keep calling me that? I'm Tao.
yes, I see. Excuse me. And she makes her way out through the door and closes it behind her.
Oh, I wanted to go.
Move back to Reed and Amelia. You, from the wall closest to you, Reed, you hear muffled shouting. You can give me a perception check. Seems to be some kind of an argument. You're not sure. And then maybe some kind of a loud impact against the wall closest to you. Oh, you're muted.
I think somebody's having a fight next door, and he's kind of like skittered away from his little crouch. And he's standing now, like, up against the chair, just feeling for something to kind of lean on.
What race is Reed?
Me
She
a
looks like a
perception check. To the best of your knowledge, Reed is a human boy. Or an orc. It's the line can be blurry sometimes.
So he could be human, or he could be orc,
You're fairly sure he's human, though.
and he's just kind of short.
Seems to be fairly young, and maybe for his age, just kind of a very, very slight build. Behind you,
Okay,
Amelia,
well, how tall is Reed?
Hmm?
How tall is your character?
Oh, Reed? Like 4'10".
Okay, so my character's taller. I'm trying to get a good height
He's
basis.
not impressive in any way. He's very scrawny. He does, like, there's some kind of gauntness to him also.
Okay.
you hear a knocking behind you, Amelia.
Come in.
Hello, yes, good morning.
Oh,
I see, you're both awake. She kind of
It is morning.
She looks at Amelia and then to Reed.
he
Mr.
gently
Rosa?
waves.
Mr. DeRosa, good morning. How are you both feeling?
A bit
Hmm?
confused.
Yes,
Okay.
that's quite normal, I'm afraid. You've been unconscious for some time, the both of you. I am happy to see that you're awake. My name is Dr. Amano. You are here at the Gateway Hospital and Mental Health Center. We are here taking care of you after your admittance. The confusion, like I said, is normal. Just take your time, though. There's no need to hurry.
Who exactly admitted me?
You do not remember. I see. Yes, you were on a night shift, and during the shift there was an accident, and the nature of the accident was enough to warrant your admittance, Miss Porter.
Amelia's just kind of nodding, like, yes, of course. But her eyes are, like, squinted, like she's trying to see better, kind of like she did with the halfling lady.
She says, now, I understand that may be concerning, but it is for the best. As we had said, there was concern for your health, as well as the nature of the accident. It was best that we find you a place to rest, and here you are. She
Well,
looks...
I have rested. I'm assuming that you aren't holding me here, so I feel fine. Am I allowed to leave?
At the moment, we think it's best that you stay with us a little longer, Miss Porter. We have a specialist that is coming here on Monday to look at the issues as they were, to make sure everything is well.
And what are the issues exactly?
There is slight discolorations that she kind of steps forward and is looking more at your face than your eyes. Changes that have given us some concern. The specialist is a specialist in the field of dermatology that will be here to look at both of you. She looks over to read. Mr. DeRosa, the markings on your face, we are quite sure are of no harm, but we want to be sure, because of the nature of their appearance, that there's no need for alarm.
What, I mean, you keep saying the nature of things and the things that cause these things. Obviously, since I was unconscious, I don't know exactly what happened, so I need you to explain a little further exactly what happened to get me in here.
Of
You're
course,
being
dear.
very vague.
Just a moment. Yes, dear, if you'll come with me just this way, and she kind of opens up the bathroom door, click, click, opens it up, and in the interior of this small room, you see a number of white structures. It seems like there's a wash basin, maybe some kind of a fixed bucket of some sort made from the same material that has some kind of covering, and maybe seems to be another structure above it. You're not entirely sure. And then further behind that, you see what seems to be some kind of a blue cloth that's draped over a metal frame that runs from one end of the wall to the next, that's holding the cloth up, kind of like a curtain, but there appears to be no window behind it, so you're not sure why the curtain is there. Seems to be some kind of structure to the room that changes a little bit past the curtain. In front of you, in the wash basin, you see a mirror, and you see yourself in it. Do not be alarmed, Miss Porter. There appears to have been some changes to your complexion. Again, it's our opinion that there is nothing to be concerned with, but we do wish to know more. As I said, we have a specialist that will come and look at this on Monday.
What do I see?
You see yourself. You're not really sure what she's talking about. You take a moment, though, and you begin to look yourself over, kind of making sure that everything is normal. And you do notice something. On your left wrist, you see a dark gray band rotated. Not like as it's moving, but it seems to have been like as if something were wrapped around you at some point. And now it's left some marks similar to a tattoo. Give me an intelligence check.
Just a straight intelligence chance, or like
Yeah.
make arc?
Nice. Though the marking is clearly different, the coloration and intensity are different. This seems to be similar in nature to the markings that was found on the old lady.
Amelia's gonna come out and kind of step back closer to Reed and be like,
Oh.
honestly, I really don't see what you're talking about. If you have a problem with my face, I don't think that's something that can really hold me here.
No, dear, there's no concerns there. I should explain. There was a fit of... you were unwell on your third shift for the on the third shift of the night, as you will normally work. As it was explained to us, there was some concern over the days prior. Do you remember any moments of aggression or unwellness? Does any of this seem familiar to you, Miss Porter?
I remember having
step
a
forward.
bit of a fever, and that's about it.
Yes, though you seem well in that regard now, there was concern that, well, as I said, Miss Porter, it's best we have you rest for a few days, after which you will be free to go. I should be no problems at all. The same for you as well, Mr. DeRosa. The nature of your admittance is such that there was concern, but we just wanted to make sure that all is well. Your mother wanted it to be very discreet, so we just wanted to know that after everything is well and we've done our full evaluation, the both of you will be free to go, I promise.
Right.
No, not right. You can't just hold us here. Well, you might can hold him if his mother put him in here, but I don't... I'm old enough to know... I'm old enough to get myself out of here, wherever this place is. I'm not a child, and I feel fine, and I would like to leave. I don't want a specialist to look me over. I want to leave.
You see, Miss Porter, I'm afraid that we do have the ability to keep you until we've evaluated that you are clear, feeling as best as you can, mentally and physically, after which point we will release you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have others to see for the morning.
Prisoners, you mean?
No, dear, there are no prisoners here. You are
Well,
here
then
as a
how
patient.
else would you define a person that is locked in a room and not allowed to leave a place?
I would define that as someone that may not be at the best of their health, that needs care, and that could cause harm to themselves or others if not careful, and we want to know that you are not capable of that any further. That is all.
She looks over at Reed. She goes, "A prisoner.
You are no prisoner here, Miss Porter.
Then let me leave."
Again, as I said, I have others to see to. If you need anything at all, please let us know. She, with some kind of...
And she, as she says, "If you need anything else," she goes, "To leave."
She kind of looks back, and then with some haste, leaves. Closes the door behind her.
I actually feel quite good compared to usual.
Right?
Hi, I'm Tal.
She can be heard through the wall.
Yes, like radiating through the wall.
Yeah, I think whoever was
I have
fighting
no
is named
volume
Tal.
control.
Hi. Al.
Tal's gonna be like, "Hi, Jessica."
Hi, you must be Jessica. That's what she kept saying.
My name is not Jessica.
Oh, what's yours?
She thinks for a moment.
I am Tal Kaka Ninirao.
Can I call you Tao for short?
Why not?
Okay. Glad we're getting somewhere. You can call me Naya.
I like that.
Aww.
So tell me, Tao, How did you come to get in here? And she walks over to the door and tries it.
I woke
Locked.
up.
Of course it is. We must be prisoners then.
Why
Right.
don't you all give me a perception check, especially since you are closer to the door at the moment, Naya?
Womp
Gonna be a
womp.
no.
Wow.
Uh,
The highest was a 10? Oh my goodness.
That's a door.
Look at that door.
is it?
To find me a door.
It's a fairly thick door. Through the window, you can't see much. There appears to be straight ahead of you. I'll go ahead and show you what you're seeing. Straight ahead of you appears to be a wall.
Oh, this is getting weirder and weirder.
Not a wall.
Dear God, they're architects.
Tao,
You
with your,
animals! You destroyed it!
with your ears, you hear what appears to be talking coming from outside of the door. Press your ear up a little bit more, curious as you are, and you hear, yes, there seems to be some confusion now that they've woken up. I'm unsure of what to do, Dr. Shaw. Oh, yes. Honestly, I couldn't be bothered with it. It's the New Year's Eve, Dr.
You
Amano.
said he wasn't showing up until tomorrow!
They don't seem to respond. They keep talking as if maybe... I don't know. It doesn't seem like you're getting through to them. And Amelia, or Nia, you see this beside you as she seems to be yelling at somebody. You hear the muffled talking from other side. Kind of continues. Tao, what you hear is, the specialist will be here on Monday. Sedate them. Until then, I don't care. I don't believe that's necessary at the moment, Dr. Shaw. But if need be, we can. For now, however, for the weekend, we'll take our time to speak with them. Some of them appear to have maybe some kind of short-term amnesia or some kind of confusion as to their identity. We'll learn more, see what we can do the best we can for our patients. With that, the mumbling kind of seems to be growing distant as they're walking away. Don't seem to hear anything else.
I don't like this.
Me neither. Are you okay?
They said weird words. Sedate. I don't want to date.
Date?
I'm gonna go over here.
Oh.
And she crawls underneath her bed.
Is there a lock opening in the doors that I can see, or is it just like one-way lock?
It seems to be a perception check.
Oh,
Give
because
knowledge.
we're good at that. Ah, jeez. I don't think that's gonna help either, but there you go.
Oh no, that's great. Are you trained in that?
I don't think so. I doubt it. Let me look at my character sheet.
So looking at it though, it doesn't take much to see that there doesn't seem to be any kind of device or opening or anything other than the handle from this side. Thinking about it for a moment and putting into thought from what you've seen from elsewhere, it seems like it's designed in order to be difficult to interact with from this side.
Mhm. Interesting.
Reed, give me a perception check. Amelia too.
Oh, right.
Much better than that door.
Seriously. It's the door
So
again?
two of you are kind of listening. Couldn't really pick up the details of the mumbling that you'd heard earlier through the door. You You do now begin to hear something different coming from behind you along the wall here. You hear a scratching noise.
Is there anything along the wall? Like, is it just a solid wall, or is there a
You do
place where
see-
something?
You see a window here. No openings so far as like no holes or doors or anything like that. It just seems to be a solid wall. You
She's
hear.
gonna kind of crawl up on the table and look out.
Okay, give me another perception check.
The window.
It's fairly dark outside. Given what you'd said earlier, it's probably very early morning. You do, however, you see numerous lights, a collection of different orbs of different colors, white and yellow, and flashings between green and yellow and red. There's just all of these different colors of lights out there. It's very, very captivating in some way, but none of it is bright enough to illuminate the light immediately in front of you. These lights appear to be very distant. You can't see much. Do you have...
Can I cast dancing lights
Yes, you can. Are you able to cast that? Just
as a
line of-
cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need line of sight, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just need line of sight. So yeah, you cast that. So as these lights just whop, 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 whop pop into existence, blanketing the area outside, what you see first is grass, dried, and dark as if maybe not the season for it, and a creature of some sort, black, dark fur, bolts as soon as the first light appears, running from your distance. Unfortunately, you weren't able to get... Give me a perception check. See what you're able to see in that split second. It appears to be a four-legged creature of some kind. Maybe... not very tall. It seems to be maybe a dog of some kind. Not entirely sure. It's very quick.
Knowledge nature?
Yeah, go ahead, give me a knowledge nature check.
Dog.
Seems to be, yeah. You're not sure, but maybe if you guys see it for a
As
little
I'm
longer.
watching, and I'm just gonna start kind of describing it to Reed what I'm looking at.
Oh.
Since he's short, might be a little effort for him to get on the table.
You're not wrong. It's a four-legged creature, furry, fast. Basically, is what I get.
Yeah, that's what you get. Go ahead and give me a knowledge nature check at a negative
Is that a
5.
black dog?
Oh, that sounds like
I'm just. What did you say? It was black, right?
It
think-
appears to be a canine of some kind.
Color-wise, was it black?
Not sure. You didn't really get a good look at it.
Could be. Amelia's just gonna be like, while he's trying to think of it, she's just kind of mumbling to herself. It's like, black dogs tend to be quite the bad omen. Although, sometimes they can be helpful, but this doesn't seem like the helpful type.
there's a dog out there. And he scrambles up, almost knocks the TV over. There's a dog out there. I don't see him.
He was very quick.
He nods, like knowingly wise. Like, yes, of course. Right. Is it autumn? That grass does not look well. And he's like almost trying to put his head through the glass. He knows that won't work, but he's trying to get a better look.
Yeah, so with your knowledge nature check, and feeling your nose against the glass, it's very cold. It seems to be probably an autumn.
Alright, realizing that was probably very awkward or strange to just kind of butt through, he very slowly gets off the...
Amelia's gonna put her ear up to the window. Can I hear anything?
Yeah, you can hear quite a bit. It's a noise that you've been hearing for a while now. Go ahead and give me a perception check, and I'll kind of let you know what you're listening to. So you put your ear up against the window, kind of listening to what you're seeing. It's a fairly cold window, but just a second here. What you hear is kind of that odd festival of noise from before, still kind of ever present. It doesn't seem to have changed in intensity or anything by any chance. It seems to still be making the same noise. This is what you hear.
I don't like this place. It's very cold, it's loud.
Hey, what do you think this place is?
Why don't you uncover that mirror and play with it and see if you can get it to do something?
It's just, I don't understand. He does it, he's listening, but he's talking under his breath as he does it. It's just a mirror, I don't...
Yeah, but since when do mirrors have ears? I mean, look at the little bug things on top.
Give me a perception check.
You mean rabbit
I
ears?
You
They
do
look
see
so much more like antenna.
You see a number of different facets to whatever this is. Why don't you... Do you have use magic device, Reed?
Oh, that's a really, really good question. Let me check. I have the charisma. I do not know if I'm trained. Let me check. No, he has no experience with magic items. So, anything he does is... Ugh, no clue.
Go ahead and give me a... you're trying to do something with it. Give me a D50 roll.
D50? Oh god, I don't remember how to use this,
That's how you choose the channel.
Is it this one? It is.
Alright. So you're kind of messing around with it. You're kind of hitting some of the buttons. They have a very satisfying click as you push them in. Seems to be a knob of some kind. You kind of, okay, I'm figuring this out a little bit. After you press one of the buttons, there is this kind of like a rush of like energy that kind of fills the mirror, and a very audible kind of like a static kind of blurs in, and the noise is almost overbearing. Give me a reflex save, Reed.
This.
As you jump backward from what seems to be this explosion of light and sound, nothing else seems to happen. It just kind of seems to make that same noise.
It pops on and Amelia, like, falls backwards, like, up against the window, almost. And she's just like, good grief, Torix, dick, what did you do?
I don't know. He does like a little pressing motion. I didn't mean to. And he's gonna walk back up and he's gonna press it again. Very cautious.
It turns off back to the state that it was in before.
Is it dead?
I don't think he was ever alive.
This is a thing. He's gonna clamber up on top of it and like look at all the sides of it. Don't. What do you do? Make
So
noise.
what did your characters do for the second session of it? Well, we figured out how a TV works.
We got scared that a TV works.
I got stared at.
While you guys are looking at that, back over to Naya. Naya or Nia?
Naya.
Naya and Tao.
Okay. So Naya's gonna go over to the door and do you check your DMs, Matt?
Yes. Let me see here. Tell me a little. Let's see if that would. Can you link me the ability, or just copy paste the description?
Sure. Let me see here. I should not see things under my nose.
Actually, I think I found it.
I was just gonna copy and paste it to you, but
Go ahead, just in case I've got the wrong one.
okay. Assuming my Discord restarts, I'm on my cell phone. If you couldn't tell,
I see that now.
because my one on my laptop just crashed. But it does say duplicate the effects of the open and close cantrip.
And you've got a window you're looking through. I'm going to say yes, that does work.
Okay.
So you come up to the window and you kind of push yourself up against that a little bit, looking down, and you kind of close your eyes for a moment and concentrate, and you hear a very satisfying click as the door kind of loosens and opens up a little bit.
Tao bolts over and is like,
Smiles.
"What you doing?"
And she turns over, or turns her head over her shoulder and just kind of gestures Tao to stay back for a second as she very quietly and as stealthily as she can crack the door open.
Give me a stealth
Take
check.
a look, see if there's anything that she can see.
Give me a stealth check and then a perception check. Or vice versa. However you want to do it.
Do I need to roll anything for that, or are you just good with it?
No, go ahead and give me a roll for both.
Oh. All right, she's
Oh.
going to, as quietly and as stealthily, just crack the door open. Did you hear the part, Tao, of me gesturing to stay back for a second?
Yes.
Okay. So she's just gonna look to see if there's anything or anyone in the hallway outside the door. Just opening it barely a smidge, just enough to look through.
So as you kind of crack the door open to look, what you see and hear is a very audible sound from the other side, as there appears to be someone standing there, and you see this woman.
And they noticed.
A second. Yeah. Oh, they definitely noticed you opening the door.
Shit.
Can I do a diplomacy check?
It depends. What first? What's Nia's reaction? You open this door and you see what appears to be a young female human, with short, kind of a hue of different like lights and dark blue colors, frame of yellow glasses on her face, bright red cheeks. And, I mean, yeah, it actually kind of does. And you're looking at her, looking at you, eyes wide,
Her eyes are wide as well.
wide open.
The doctor said that I could go for walks if I wanted to, just to kind of clear the air, right? Is that okay?
She kind of stammers for a moment and then speaks in this kind of soft, maybe unsure voice. I don't think my mom was okay with that. Actually,
She told me I could. Why didn't you ask her?
how did you open this door?
She left it unlocked
Your
for
mom?
me.
Give me a
She
bluff check.
said, okay, here we go. I'm gonna make sure that I take the DM only crap off so I can see what the hell I roll. Unless you want to start instituting a roll that we can't see what we rolled.
Nah, we'll keep with it. It's fun. Let's see here. Give me a second. And you were saying that your mom left unlocked. She looks at the door and looks at you and says, "Oh, okay. Well, it shouldn't be. I'm just going to close it back if that's okay."
But she said that it's good for my condition to get a little bit of walking in. And it's better to do that in a hallway than just in a cramped room, isn't that?
Allie, or the young girl, looks to the side and down the hallway and then back and then kind of like maybe squats down a little bit to your level. Assuming that you were kind of getting down low and carefully opening it, or are you like standing up?
She's a little hunched, but she's probably standing up right now.
So she gets a little bit closer and she says, Are you travelers?
Travelers?
Yeah.
I travel quite a bit.
There's there's a lot of rumors right now on the internet, you know? And, I mean, are those real? And she kind of points over at...
Al pokes her head out the door. What's real?
Those. She kind of, like, very...
Tal
points at
literally,
him.
like, looks around like, what are
Have
you?
you never seen a cat person before?
No? They're not real.
What?
Have you ever seen an elf before?
She kind of looks
I've seen
to
one
your
of those.
face and kind of looks a bit closer and sees your ears and she kind of... No! So you are travelers then?
What is a traveler? I don't understand what you're talking about.
A traveler is a person that moves around
I
from place to
know
place, like a
what
caravan.
Traveler is. Thank you, Tao.
You're welcome.
She kind of nervously looks back and forth and down the hallway and then back. Well, I don't really know, but a lot of people online are saying that more and more of these people are showing up. They're weird, like you. You're both pretty weird, you know?
That's not nice.
I take offense to that.
I didn't...
I'm
I'm sorry.
very-
First, cat person erasure. Now you're gonna be like, oh, you're weird. Obviously, this chick does not have a Tumblr.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I just... I think you're
Why
both very
don't
pretty.
you-
I just...
Why don't you come in and we can talk?
Well, I don't
Or
know
can we
if...
come out?
We're not dangerous. We're just
Give me a diplomacy
we're
check.
getting.
Can we just open up the door, maybe? You can stay on that side. We'll stay on this side.
Is it a natural 20?
It's a natural something.
Damn it!
Tao, go ahead and give me a diplomacy check. We'll just say Naya was aiding. That's DIPLO. Yeah, you're both terrible at this. So she looks and says, "I'm sorry. I really want to, but I'll get in trouble, and my mom will too. But look, I would really like to. My name's Ali. Ali Amano.
Nice to meet you.
Lilith.
Nice to meet you.
I am Tao Kakaninira.
That's a mouthful. I don't. Can I call you Tao and Lilith?
Seems like everyone does.
It's a little easier.
Now I feel bad.
I can come back and talk to you guys later if that's okay.
Oh, before you go, I have one question. What spell did you use to get your hair that color?
Spell? Like magic, right?
Or chemical reactions? It's what is it? Alchemist?
Arctic fox,
Alchemy.
aquamarine.
It's just hair dye. Do you like it?
This place is strange. Could you get me a drink
Smells
of
funny,
water,
too.
though? You have water?
Yeah, sure. I'll be right back. And she kind of like pulls the door shut and locks it.
Bye bye.
And
Okay, she's gonna
runs
try it
down
over.
the hall. Switch back over to Reed and Amelia.
Oh, before you do that, Tao goes over to the weird box and starts like trying to turn it on. And probably gets electrocuted.
It doesn't seem to be like you're hitting buttons and turning knobs. You're just pressing all of the shiny bits of it, but the damage there seems to have been enough to stop this mirror from. If it had another function, you're not sure.
We may never know.
It's been ruined. Thanks, Lilith.
Amelia and Reed, you're both looking at this thing one more time, and are you looking for anything in particular?
I got
Why
nothing.
am I... Really?
She cast a spell on it earlier. I saw that, right?
Amelia cast dancing lights
Start
outside,
again.
if that's what you mean.
I cast detect magic on it earlier.
And he's looking at it weird, and he gets down off the counter, and he goes, if you're a wizard, can you look at... I don't know how these things work.
Her eyebrow just kind of quirks up, and she goes, I'm just gonna let that one slide. She extinguishes the dancing lights outside in hopes that the creature will come back. And then goes to look at the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so you spend some time with it, and after seeing what happened when Reed interacted with it, you realize that there seems to be a button that functions to enable the device. And the other buttons seem to correlate to maybe what it does. That much seems clear. If you begin to mess with it a little bit, you realize that turning the knob changes the static. It kind of fades out and then comes back in with kind of a very quick motion. But you keep doing that long enough, and you realize that there are numbers that are changing in the top corner of the screen. This sort of green overlay over the static, and you begin doing that long enough to until you get a picture. What you see is a human male. He appears to be dressed in some kind of blue, dark blue, maybe vest of some kind that kind of goes over his arms. He has a white tunic on, and then some kind of red, kind of like a dark red wrapping. Seems to drape down from his neck. He is currently seated in front of what looks to be a countertop, and then behind him you see what looks to be it's looking outside, like maybe there's a window behind him of some kind, and you see pillars, large pillars of gray and reflection, and you're seeing this kind of vision through the end of the window, and he is talking at the moment. Currently, the number of homeless has been rising. Studies show that this is not due to weather, but maybe some kind of other. He's going on and on about seems to be some kind of recent event happening in the city. He calls it Osangel City, and there seems to be an issue with homeless people at the moment. You're listening to it.
So, I've heard of people being able to, like, use black mirrors to scry and see visions, but I think this might be a step up from that. How heavy is the TV?
It's fairly heavy. I would probably say 30 to 40 pounds, maybe. It's pretty bulky. You go ahead and give me a strength check if you want to try and lift it. As you go to lift, and you can kind of pull it and you drag it across the countertop. You can't quite lift it up, but as you do, you feel some resistance. And a short second later, you hear the TV blackout as it seems to have been pulled out from something. Look behind it, and it seems to have this long rope of some kind, black rope, maybe from a different kind of material that was connected to the wall, has disconnected, is no longer working.
So, my plan here is that both of us lift this massive rock that allows you to scry on people, and we throw it at one of these windows.
How big is the window, dearest GM?
It's small. It seems to be enough to let in light. It's probably about 2 feet wide by about maybe 1.5 feet tall.
There's no way to open it, was there?
Not that you know of. You go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yeah, he starts looking at the window. Yeah. 14.
It seems to be completely built into the wall. Doesn't seem to be any kind of obvious devices or openings, no latches. See part of the structure.
There is one. It's called a curtain.
It looks really strong. It's like in the wall.
Well, maybe if we chunk it at the door, it'll make so much noise. Maybe it'll break open the door. But if it doesn't, it'll make so much noise that someone will come and check. And I think that both of us could wrangle it where we can get out that door.
Why don't we could just wait and see what they have to say? They said there was a doctor or something. I did pass out. I'm kind of concerned. I feel all right.
Look, I'm going to place some knowledge on you. When people actively try to keep you secluded inside of a place, it's usually for their own reasonings, their own benefit. Either they think you are going to cause problems on the outside world, or they're studying you. They want to know more about you or what it is. So we're like 2 steps off from being cut open and dissected. Okay, it's best if we just get out of here.
I wish I was in that room. I'd be freaking out, and you'd see Tal running around like a crazy cat with its tail on fire.
Great.
Aw. You don't like being in the same room as my character.
No, I do. It's just
That's okay. You already said
more
it.
crazy cat videos.
Right. Breakout. He puts his hand forward. They were calling me some kind of fancy name, but my name's actually Reed.
I'm Amelia.
That's a very pretty name. All right.
Apparently, they call me Miss Porter.
I don't know. I think they thought it was some kind of regalia, some noble. Steps off table. I got a mister in there. That was cool. Yeah. The scrying thing. Door. Right. And he's gonna.
Unless you have another idea to go through that door.
He's gonna think for a second. Let me. He's looking around the room. There's a window, there's a door. Oh! Wait, I haven't gone in here yet. And he's gonna. There's another door right here! And he's gonna open it.
And you open it, and what you see is much the same. It seems to be a small room. You see what appears to be some kind of basin directly in front of you, and a mirror with yourself looking right back at you. You see the some kind of bucket of some kind beside it. There seems to be lots of different weird connections to it, and a curtain to the left of that is currently closed.
Whoa. Yonder port view. He pushes the curtain.
Nothing. You see about 2 feet in front of you.
What?
And absolutely nothing there. Seems to be maybe some kind of different dwarven carvings. Seems to be smaller. Seems to be a raised area, maybe about a foot off of the ground in front of you. Seems to be some metal workings of some kind in there as well.
See,
I'm gonna turn the weird knobs.
Yeah, this weird knob right here says.
The other one says her.
Right.
Yeah.
So you go to turn one of the knobs, and you hear a kind of sounds like something moving from behind the wall. Give me a perception check.
I want to know.
It's a trap!
And it seems to be vibrating in a matter of seconds. Seems to be something that's about to like water begins to like rush out from the spout above you. Give me a reflex save, Reed. DC 14.
Okay. No.
You are immediately hit in the face and then drenched in this kind of cold water as you stumble out from it in a hurry. Your face dripping as the curls of your hair just kind of pressed against your face as you are now soaked.
Why is it raining inside that?
She's gonna, Amelia's gonna cup her hand and like get some of it and like drink it.
It has a bit of an odd taste to it. It feels clean. It doesn't feel bad. There's maybe a little bit of a very faint metallic taste to it. You're not concerned. It doesn't feel like it's bad. It feels drinkable.
She's gonna turn the knob back and step back over and be like, I think there might be a small amount of blood in the water, but it's not bad.
What? It's like it's all over him now.
Is it copper plumbing or is it lead plumbing? Because that makes a difference on the taste.
Is it city water? Because that's gonna have some chlorine in it too.
Yeah, is it
I'm gonna need my water to have fluoride. Does it have fluoride?
Cast detect fluoride.
Darn! I think that might be knowledge nature.
While you
Be knowledge
are
arcana?
dealing with the new source of water, and Reed is trying to dry himself off, Naya, you are back at the door just moments after Allie has left down to get you a glass of water. You're going to try and open the door again, you said?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Do I have to actually roll for that? Because it's
No.
just... Okay.
What are you doing?
She's
said
gonna be
she'd
slightly
back.
at a side.
We can't go outside.
She's going to open it kind of casually and step out.
Okay. When you do that, this is what you see. More than that.
Hold on. Why is it not? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Not now. Map tools. Okay. Cool.
All right, she's just gonna like walk down the hallway and
Okay.
kind of just like look into the window of the other room.
And you see Amelia staring straight back at you with this look of just, and she goes, "Hello? I would like out of here."
And Naya just puts a finger to her lips and opens the door for him.
Oh,
Oh.
She walks down the hallway.
That worked out nicely.
Naya, where are you going?
oh wow.
Did you just call me Nadia? Or Naya?
Naya.
Oh, okay.
Naughty, where are you going?
Each time she passes a door, she's gonna look in to see.
So you look inside of there, and doesn't seem to be anything.
Okay.
Hey,
Second, I'll reveal.
hello, wait.
You are looking at a wall.
Nice.
I don't know
This
how
foliage is great.
Okay, and she's gonna come up to this edge here and just peek around the edge to see if there's anyone in the hallway.
Nobody there?
You're gonna get us in trouble.
Shh.
Amelia looks back and goes, "Oh, we're so already in trouble, dear.
Is that a cat folk?
Are you
Is
being
there any doors
racist?"
in this hallway?
There are-
And he looks at you kind of weird, like, how dare you? No.
Gonna like check the doors to see if they're locked and look if there's a window, look into it, and then check the door if they're locked.
The first two do have windows. Whoops.
Wait. Oh,
I guess you do see. So the first two do have windows, and you do see inside of them. What you see appears to be a small room of some kind. Inside, you see appears to be furniture. There is a some kind of like a torch in the back. Seems to be encased in some kind of bowl of some kind, and it's on a long metal pole. Though there doesn't appear to be any smoke, it feels odd to you that they would have a torch there. So it might be a light of some kind of other nature. Maybe magical. You're not entirely sure. You haven't really seen much of that so far, so it seems to be odd. On the counter, desk, you see what appears to be another light source, dimly lit, and then you see the back of what appears to be like some kind of like a black frame standing upright. There seems to be small thin ropes coming from the back of it. You go to the next room. You don't see the light. It's a little bit darker. You can't catch the faint silhouettes of similar. The third one does not have a window, and all three of them are locked if you try and jiggle the handles.
Okay.
Hey, sweetie.
Um,
Can I do a perception check to see if I recognize Amelia?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. Just really good at it. Sweetheart.
Why is my perception going so shitty?
oh no.
I'm going to do the perception check to see if I recognize Tal.
Mm.
Nope.
Mm.
We're both just like, you know what? There's this vague feeling, but I don't know you.
It's familiar, but I don't really recognize each other. She does seem familiar, though. The energy feels like maybe you've seen someone like her recently, but you didn't get a great look. You're not entirely sure if you know her.
Naya will just be like, haven't any of you ever snuck around somewhere? Don't just stand in the middle of the hallway.
You literally just walked down the middle of the hallway.
Is there, looking down the hallway, is that right here, is that windows? Not like an exit or anything?
There at the north end.
Yeah.
So as you were coming out, you saw that there are
Right here.
windows similar to the ones that you saw in your room, but larger.
Okay.
Can I give a scent check?
Yeah, so you're sniffing around. Are you sniffing for anything in particular?
I might be hungry.
I want to go and look out these windows.
Okay, give me a perception check. It is currently dark outside. There are the faintest hues of what you might imagine to be a rising sun, but it's difficult
Nice.
you see more of these lights in the distance of various kinds. You're not getting much information from it. It's maybe of much help.
Dancing lights.
Poop, 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 poop. They
I mean,
pop into
I'm
the-
single-handedly trying to make as many UFO sightings as possible.
What's your range on that?
That would be 100 feet plus 10 feet per level.
It's 110 feet for you. You pop these lights off, and they each kind of appear on different parts of what seems to be more of the dry, grassy terrain. You see some trees, seems to be some foliage to them. Maybe they're evergreens of some kind. Others that are bare, as if they've dropped some of their leaves. Others that are green as well. But most of it seems to be just nature and foliage. You're not sure.
And do another perception check now that there's light. See if
Go
there
ahead.
see any dogs.
Nice. You do not see any dogs or any creatures of any kind.
Or is there anything on the window to open it?
So you're looking at it, and doesn't appear to be. It appears to be much larger than the other windows, but similarly, they are built into the structure.
Head back to them.
Naya's going to go up to the door and try to see if it's locked.
It is not locked.
She's going to slowly crack it open.
You go to slowly crack open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Just a moment.
Just enough to look through and see if there's anyone nearby.
I feel like we're gonna get a repeat.
So you crack open the door, and you hear "Ah!" and a
Damn it!
glass of water drops to the ground with a bit of a thud. Doesn't seem to break or anything, as the carpet up below is very soft, but spills the water everywhere. What are you? You're not supposed to be out from the rooms. I'm gonna get in trouble, and so will you.
Don't worry.
And she kind of pushes
Just
a
going
little
for a
bit.
walk.
She kind of pushes a bit as she's trying to make her way into the door, and closes it back behind her. There are people. Some of the orderlies out there will be very upset if they see
I
you.
told you
can't
we'd
go out
get
there.
in trouble.
Oh, there's more of you.
I'm hungry.
Why are we in here? Why
I
are you
don't-
keeping us prisoner in here?
I'm not. I don't.
Why did
Well,
they
you're
leave a
obvious-
child to watch over us?
She's just kind of like turning her head left, right, trying to catch up. You're here to feel better. You're a patient of my mom's.
But we feel fine. I feel like we're being imprisoned here for some reason.
I'm sorry. I don't really know. You all look fine, but are these more travelers?
Huh?
There are
I'm
more
hungry.
prisoners, if that's what you mean.
Amelia coughs. She's like, "My name is Miss Porter, and I basically had a run-in with your mother, and it turns out that she is just determined not to let me out of here. I would like to talk to the person that admitted me. Is there any way to contact that person?"
I'm sorry. I don't know much about any of that. I just it's Friday and I'm off from school because it's New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I'm just kind of here to. Well, the internet's better, to be honest.
They enter what?
Again, why did they leave you in charge of watching us?
No.
Then why don't you go into one of these rooms over here and pretend you never saw us? Then you can't get in trouble, now can you?
It's true. She's got a point.
I guess, but I mean,
Don't be mean to her. She's really nice.
Look, Allie. Let's be civil here. We don't want to be here, and they won't let us leave. But that is essentially keeping us prisoner. Now, if you think we are these, what did you say, travelers?
Yeah.
Tell me more about these travelers that you think we are.
Well, I could show you.
Show me?
Yeah, come here. And she begins to kind of scoot down the hallway, and she makes her way over to this door.
Hey?
And she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a small key and sticks it into the lock. It's a single key. And she click, unlocks the door and pulls it open. And you see her walk into the room. And she kind of very quickly scoots her way in and makes her way to the back of it and sits down with a plop into the chair and hits a couple of seems to be a small black plate of some kind in front of her that has numerous different letterings. Give me a perception check.
Ugh.
Did you do the same perception check twice?
Did I?
Wow.
Oh my goodness!
It's impressive.
Such garbage.
So she begins to kind of bring her fingers across this plate. Tao, you see that as she's doing this, there is a reaction on this frame in front of her. It looks similar in some regard to the black mirror that you had seen before, but as she hits the first key on this plate, light comes to the frame. And you begin to see what looks to be a blue image of some kind, various dots. She's moving a small bauble off to the side of the plate, and you are paying very close attention. And you're very curious, very interested in this. You see that her movements are causing some other things to happen on this screen as well, and they seem to be connected.
She kind of bops at the screen. She sees the thing moving.
Allie,
My cat does that too.
Allie says, "Hey, careful, don't do that. That's my mom's. I'll get in trouble if it gets damaged. But let me just show you this." And she kind of motions everybody to kind of squeeze over.
I was trying to smush the ant.
And with a moment or so, she begins to change the colors on this frame. Different lights are going through, and darker images are showing up of a dark gray, a dark blue, and she's moving around. She's pressing buttons on this plate, and after a moment, she comes to what appears to be a large amount of text. I want everybody to go ahead and make me a perception check.
Come on, finally.
Okay.
Give me just a moment. I'll be right back.
I let him out, you let him in. And don't forget to feed him.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. I can still hear if he comes back.
Matt!
Oh, jeez.
He just threw dog food all over our kitchen floor because he's too lazy to put the dog in the kennel.
That'll keep him busy for a while. Okay, so you guys are all really terrible at perception checks.
I got a 22!
I got a 17 this time. I don't want to hear it.
It's okay. It's you are looking at this read. You're maybe a little too distracted by all of the different colors around there. It's very interesting. You've never seen anything like this before. Though
I'm distracted by the fact that it looks like the other one, but smaller.
And you are paying close enough attention, Amelia. You're looking at this though, and you start to realize the words across the screen. Each of you are able to read. Now, oddly, the lettering is completely alien to you, but when looking at it, it seems effortless to read it, and you would know it as common. Allie moves, the words begin to kind of move upward as she is bringing the image seems to like transition down, or rather up, and she comes across a picture of with a kind of a like a light orange or light brown background with dark red lettering. That seems to be a completely different script, and she points out these pictures are everywhere across the internet. Everybody is kind of been curious about it, and there's lots of rumors about over the last few months, just all kinds of weird things happening. And started to, like, they're calling them travelers. They're
What sort of weird things do you mean?
Well, there was like this homeless guy downtown, and he was green. It was really weird. At least that's what some people were saying. There's others were saying that there was this traffic jam was caused, and it was like this person with
No orcs. Oh, that's a silly question.
or
Wait,
like
is this
from the
not
books.
normal to you? Am I not normal?
Allie looks over to the side. No, I've never seen anything like you before. You're very pretty, though.
It's kind of mean.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
What kind of society are we in where you don't have elves, orcs, or catfolk?
A boring
She
one,
kind of
apparently.
Gets
This is all humans here.
kind of excited. Well, there are different races here. I'm part. Well, anyways, there are all kinds, but no, only humans. It's billions of us. We've never seen anything like you before. But look at this. These pictures, it's the same one. It's the same one everywhere. Does this make any sense? And what languages does everybody speak?
You know,
Think
not
common
entirely
and
sure
elven.
I ever put them down.
Said
I know
Elven
my
and Common.
native tongue.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Meow, 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 meow.
Catfolk have a language.
I think they do, actually, yeah.
That was just.
Well, Naya, you're looking at this, and you realize that the lettering on it, you understand is Elvish. If anybody wants to make a linguistics check, they can for the rest of it. But what you see, Naya, is it seems to be a message. The message reads, "People of Galarian." And I guess, Reed, you are also able to read this too, as you start to, after they point it out, as you realize this is
Well,
Elven.
I have common, but I don't know. With my intelligence modifier being 4, I feel like I probably have Elven as well.
And a linguistics check. Tao, you're not sure. You can't really read either of them. You recognize part of it is Dwarven, though. But it says, "People of Galarian, this is not our
curse
world.
a lot.
We're not sure why we're here, but we are coming together. Meet us in Little Absalom."
Little Absalom?
Little Absalom.
Absalom's not little.
It's quite big, actually. Very big.
Did somebody
Little
trick me?
Absalom.
Wait, you guys can read this? Allie says.
Nope.
That's
No.
an Elvish.
Wow.
Nope. None of us can read any of this. We don't know what that says.
But she just said that she could?
I mean, you can, like, sound it out. It says Little Absalom there. But, you know, I mean, like...
Allie,
Yes?
It sounds like you spend a lot of your life getting in trouble. Is that true?
No, I don't make a lot of friends, so I mean, I have a lot of friends
You're
online.
Tao's
but-
friend.
Oh, thank you, Tao.
Well, this is a message for the travelers, apparently.
Really?
We need to get out of here. We need to meet the others and try and find a way back home.
Okay, she kind of looks
I'm
around.
trusting you with this information because I want to be your friend.
But what if it's a trap?
This is the only thing we have to go on. Where were you when you woke up in this place?
In
I
a
was
fire
traveling
box.
away from the village.
Catherine.
This is not our world. It's quite obvious, that's true. Someone is trying to reconnect us with it.
I'll help. She kind of speaks a little shakily, unsure.
You will?
Yeah, I mean,
See, Amelia?
But what if this gets her mom in trouble? Don't want to make problems for family lineages.
But we don't belong here.
I didn't belong where I was.
I don't
Well-
mind. It'll be okay. She probably wouldn't be here for long anyways. You all look really healthy. Right?
Doesn't sound like it. If the longer we stay here, the more likely we'll miss our opportunity to connect with home.
If I'm not normal, what will happen to me?
Oh, that's a good point. You all might need to hide the things that aren't normal, like your ears. She kind of looks over to Amelia and Reed. You two seem okay, though.
Naya just kind of like
Thanks.
covers her ear tips with her hair and like, okay, good enough.
Oh wait, I have an idea. Your things. We can get those. That should
We have
help.
our things.
Our things? They're here?
Well, yeah. When you're admitted, we put them into a collection, I think, and then you get them when you leave.
Okay. So your mother came in and called us by names, at least me, by a name that I don't recognize. We showed up with our things, which more than likely really don't fit in here. And then
She kept
she
barking
made
at
up
me like a dog.
she made up a story about why we were here in the first place. So what was the point of all that? If you actively know that we are these travelers and there's something going on, then why would she make up all of these different tales and names for us?
Well, she wouldn't. If she said that, then she believes it. I can find out. What did she call you? Maybe we could look it up on the internet.
Miss Porter?
Jessica Cambridge.
She looks to Reed and Tao.
Ow, ows.
She called me like DeRosa or something.
Any first names? I can look it up maybe with Jessica Cambridge, but I would need first names too.
I just remember bow wow bow bow wow wow.
And how exactly would you be able to look it up? Do you have like a book of faces?
Book of Faces. That sounds kind of cool. No, I'm just gonna look it up through online just to see what I can find out.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Was there any writing on the doors we exited from our cells?
Give me a intelligence check.
Okie doke, that's
See if I can remember it.
D20. 8.
Not sure. I feel like maybe there could have been. You could have run down and check. You're not sure.
And he's going to.
I'll go.
Excuse me. Wait, excuse me. Sorry.
Okay.
He's gonna jog to catch up to Tao. I can show you how to hide the ear.
Hmm.
If you need to.
Hide my ears?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to, because people around here, they won't understand that kind of thing.
But they're so big.
You can't change it, can you?
I didn't learn that one yet.
Okay, I'll try to teach you this one day. And he's going to, he has to focus on it for a second. He's going to use change shape and switch back into his natural form, in which Reed is not a human. He has this more vulpine or canine head structure. His hair is still blackish brown, and the jagged scar on his forehead turns into more of a whitish marking on the fur of him. And he is much more animal-like, and he has these big fucking ears that poke up, the little triangular fox ears. And he goes, eventually you can, just... And he focuses for a second, straight back to human.
Oh, wow. Oh, you're the dog boy.
He actually looks kind of deterred by that. No, not really. Right, and he's
Can't
gonna
think of the animal.
look at the door and see if the names are there.
It's quite pretty.
So you notice that there seems to be a kind of a protrusion on the wall, a panel of some kind. It seems to be these rows of
You need to go up one
maybe
more
just
room.
centimeters, just plastic and metal, and as if there were grooves for something. You're not entirely sure why, but they appear to be empty.
You're looking at the wrong room.
Yeah, he's just sitting here.
Should check on our room.
Why do you keep rolling all of these like natural 20s?
It's always over stupid shit too, apparently now.
Tao is amazing, that's why.
I guess so. Yeah, so Reed, you're looking at it and you're not really sure why they're empty. But a little bit further down, you hear maybe a bit of an excited sound from Tao as she notices that there are writing on the other two.
Oh.
She recognizes it as you see the DeRosa again. You see Joseph DeRosa.
Oh.
And
Sorry.
you see Kate Bauer, Joseph DeRosa, Jessica Cambridge, and Michelle Porter.
I head back to tell them, or kind of walk back with. I'm sorry. What was your character's name again?
I guess he didn't say, but he would if you ask. His name is Reed.
Hello. What is your name again?
Oh, Reed. And he puts his hand forward, like, shake, I guess.
Shake it up.
Shake it up! You're, Tao, was it?
Tawakaka
So-
Ninina.
He freezes. Okay. I'll try to remember that.
Rao.
Right. He commits it to memory. He tries. Okay. Right. I got
Which means
whoever's name this is.
Tao of the Rao clan.
I haven't heard of that, have I?
Probably
Give
not.
me a knowledge local check.
Hope that's a DC 10, because
No, it's not AC 10. Yeah, it's this small plan. You've never heard of them.
yeah, you must be from very far away. I don't know that name. That's alright though. Should we go back to the other very confused people?
Oh, is there more than just us?
I assume the others are confused as well. The one with the The
She
half elf.
smiles and just kind of laughs.
Oh,
And, yes, let's continue.
Aw, it's cute.
I'll follow back.
Okay, so while you guys are collecting that information, Allie has begun to search with the one name that she does have fully, and that's Jessica Cambridge.
I got my languages sorted out.
Cool. Let's see here. Cool. All right, so perfect. So she's typing away on this plate. She's trying to pull up. You see different flashes of colors as boxes of different shapes and sizes and colors move through the screen. She appears to be very deft at this. Eventually, she comes across a picture of a structure that's in one of the windows, and more text is there. If you take a moment to look at it as she's browsing through this, Naya, it says Cathedral High School, and Allie a moment later says, "Okay, it looks like you are you go to Cathedral High School. And from everything else I can find out, you have a mother, divorced, a father, Corey Cambridge, and then you have a brother. Not much else I can get from all of this, but that's that.
A brother?
His name is Riley, apparently.
Is there any pictures of her?
She's looking through. Yeah, she does find a picture. It looks to be her in a lineup of other girls. All of the girls are maybe kind of like scantily dressed, shorter skirts, tops. They appear to be having these. They're all. It's like matching color schemes. It seems. Maybe kind of like a uniform. Maybe like a guild.
She's a
clothes, not
cheerleader.
sure. Each of them are taking different poses and are holding appears to be like these similar colors, like red and silver and stuff like that, of these like balls on their hand, but they're like maybe of like tattered material. It's kind of hard to make out.
Wow, jesters for the court.
They do kind of look like jesters.
That's not me.
And it clearly isn't. The face structure is very similar. Her ears are shorter. The color of her hair is darker, more dark black, brown than red. But it's very, very striking resemblance to Naya.
That person looks like me, but that is not me. Oh, jeez.
Well, that's what it
Do
says.
me next!
Oh, okay. What's your name? Or what name did it say?
Kate Bowers.
I'll try.
Ooh.
Okay. So some time passes. She searches, maybe with a little bit of frustration at first. She kind of gets maybe a determined look on her face, and she pulls up. Okay. Well, apparently you go to downtown Agnes High School. You have a mother. Let me see.
Well, everyone has a mother.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Apparently, this article says that you had a violent outburst at school, and you were taken away. You have a sister, Jean Bauer, and a father, Joseph.
And I have brothers too. Are they there?
No, just a sister.
Oh.
Sorry.
Pictures? Give me pictures.
Sure enough, she finds a picture, and you see she's in the background, like she's not the focus of the picture. Seems to be a group of smiling kids taking poses and stuff like that, for like maybe a high school newspaper, and in the background is kind of wearing this like it's kind of odd. She's just kind of off to the side back there. She's wearing this heavier coat. She's got like a scarf around her neck, and she looks like she's actually about to light up like a cigarette.
Such a bad kid.
My fat too?
No, it looks exactly like Tao. Her hair is shorter, obviously no ears, black hair, very black hair. That's from the picture's quality. You can't see much more.
I must be this really nice one up in the front.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm sorry. Anyways, would anybody else like me to look anything up? I don't know how much more time we have, though.
Did anyone see what my name was?
That was the one next to mine, wasn't it?
Yeah, Michelle Porter.
I'm gonna head out to the hallway and kind of examine that one hall where she kind of popped in from.
Amelia's just like, Michelle.
That's like she doesn't even want it on her tongue.
Ew.
It's disgusting.
I don't feel like I look like a Michelle.
Porter.
I don't feel like a Michelle either.
She starts to spend some time looking through it. Meanwhile, yeah, Tao, you're wanting to come up to the door and look through it?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like wandering around. My questions was answered, so.
Okay. Do you want to give me a stealth check? Or you come up to the door? Perception. Another really... Gosh damn it. It's so good.
Nice.
So you kind of creak the door open very quietly, and you kind of pop your head out. Twitch of the ears, looking around, and this is what you see.
It's gonna be a dungeon in itself.
Seems to be an individual walking the hallways on the outside there. You wait a moment, he makes his way through, walks down on the corner. Back up, Allie has found something on Michelle Porter. You work at the Good Samaritan Hospital. You're one of the night shift nurses there. I can find a little bit more. It says your parents are divorced.
Everyone's parents are divorced.
It's very common.
Too real.
Sarah Klein is your mother, and Richard Porter is your father. It seems like you've been at the Good Samaritan Hospital for quite a few years.
Is there a picture?
There is. She goes over to like a staff page on the hospital's main site and scrolls down, and there's a picture of Amelia, but it's obviously a little different. There's a little less bone structure in the face. It's a little less defined, but otherwise, again, very, very clearly looks very much like you, Amelia.
And she leans in, looking at it, and just kind of goes, "Poor girl. What did they do with you?"
Well, they seem to think that you guys are them.
Yes, but you've called us travelers.
Well, yeah. It seems pretty obvious that you guys aren't normal. My mother's worried about it too. There's some kind of specialist that's coming by Monday to take a look at everyone.
I don't trust that.
It's a very, very comfy couch, by the way, Reed. Just sink right into it.
He's sitting cross-legged on it for some reason.
Do you want to find out about you?
If I'm here...
Can Tal do a smell check? I'm hungry.
Yes, go ahead and give me a perception check.
See? Stupid rolls!
You do smell
Where did-
something. It's coming directly in front of you.
Amelia looks around and just goes, "Where did ears go?"
Don't call her that. That's
There's
quite
2
rude.
ears.
I think she was looking down the hallway that Allie came from.
You left her.
I'm not her caretaker.
Smelling for food.
Fine. I'll go look for her.
Pause. We're gonna let so you're on your way there. Meanwhile, let's see.
Oh. There it is.
Nice.
Tao, give me a stealth check.
I already did. 21.
You're so lucky.
Very lucky. You go up to this door and you smell something. It's interesting. It's got your tail twitching. You gonna open the door?
Yes, food. Please, food. Stealthily, food.
You open the door slowly, carefully, and you peek your head in. Ears twitch a little bit. And it appears this room is kind of saturated with the scent of food. You smell something coming from a counter right over there. Right there. You smell something strong.
I examine it.
Seems to be. It's very similar to the black mirrored box that you had seen in the room you came from. It's shorter, more squat, and the surface, the front of it is less reflective, actually a bit more transparent, but still very dark. You have low light vision, I think.
No, I just have scent.
Just have sense, so you're not able to see through it. There appears to be some kind of a handle of kinds.
I pull it.
It gives you some resistance, but with a little bit more effort, you're going to place your hand on the side of it. It pops very satisfyingly open, a little bit of a ding. And you see on the inside of this, as you're hit in the face with this smell of something very good, but very disappointingly, there's nothing there but this sort of glass plate. Speckles of something on the interior of this white surface, reds and dark blacks and stuff like that seem to be speckled all across it. You think that's probably where the scent was coming from.
That looks kind of weird. She probably picks up the plate and gives it a sniff, but like sets it down on the table behind her.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything edible left there. Naya, as you're making your way down to the door, go ahead.
So she rounds the corner, sees that Tao is gone.
The door is wide open.
Oh no! She ran off! Calls back. And then she like slowly looks around the corner. Oh shit. So can I roll a stealth to see if I can get through?
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception check and a stealth check if you want to.
It's gonna
That's a perception at least.
Come on, stealth. Oh no!
Oh,
You're a little loud.
Keep it down out there.
you did yell.
What would you like to do?
She's gonna look down the hallway, seeing if she can find where Tao went to.
You can barely see your hand in front of your
Kind
face
of.
with that one.
You're kind of frantically looking around, trying to see where she went. You're a little worried. You do notice the door immediately in front of you is open.
She's going to walk
I
into that room.
agree.
As you take your first step out into the hallway, you see someone begin to round the corner, and the door to your left opens up, and someone walks out of there too, kind of looking around. Their eyes wide as they see this individual in their the blue gown that you're wearing. They seem to immediately know what's going on. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh,
What?
Reed was motioning for Allie to follow him, like, oh shit, something's happening. And he was about to run.
Oh no! This is terrible.
Oh, 5. Yum.
I don't want to hurt
combat of the
anybody.
game.
Right?
I don't want to.
First
hurt
combat of
anyone.
the game without any weapons or.
I think literally all of you are casters of some kind, I think. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see.
Hungry. Can I open the fridge? I want to
That's
steal
what I was gonna
someone's
do with their
lunch.
Alright. So as these guards kind of come across the counter, they begin to realize something is not right here. They heard some kind of shouting down the hallway. You're now in initiative here. I'm going to go ahead and add all the players to...
That was me.
Oh.
Stop right there, criminals.
Can we see these orderlies?
Yes, you
Can I see
definitely
the
can
sandwich?
see them. So do I have a way to add all?
It literally blows up the entire screen with all the stuff he's been downloading for like the last
Oh
month.
goodness. Okay, if you guys want to go ahead and add your initiative onto your individual page, you just double click it or right click it and then set initiative. I'll set yours down.
Thank you. I got Willis gnawing on crap over here. It's making it hard to control things.
I kind of like Allie.
Well, we're gonna get her killed or something.
You can't kill her. We're in a hospital.
But if anybody goes casting magic on these people, they might be a little aggressive.
Might be interesting if you start bloodying everything. We'll have to see. Alright. Naya, you step out and you see these orderlies out there. They begin to reach for their belts to pull out what seems to be a club of some kind, and they say, "You aren't supposed to be out. What are you doing?"
That's threatening. They pull out clubs?
They that's exactly what they do.
Where are the orderlies on the? Because they're not showing up.
Are they? Oh, goodness. I would have to do this.
They're invisible.
There we go. How do you
Add
do
an
it now?
extra dimension to that.
Stealth orderlies.
They're so tiny.
It's okay. That's because we're the main people.
Icons,
Oh
yeah.
fuck, we're protagonists.
We're big cheeses in the.
You're a main character.
We got Spunk, and we're
And that's a
doing
giant.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's an ogre, you fools!
I can kind of see that
He
being
uses a
close
spell
to scale.
If you think door width, I mean, you putting your shoulder to shoulder on a door works out. Naya, it's your turn though. They are acting a little bit aggressive. You do see that they have intent to restrain you. You don't know if it's lethal intent, but you seem to be doing something.
And she's going to start shouting, "Stay back! Stay back!" and start backing back through the doorway. Not gonna do anything until they actually try to physically threaten her.
Okay. Amelia?
I am going to ready an evil eye for when one of them comes in the doorway.
Is there a way I can lock this door since I didn't do an action?
You
Close the
can
door.
close it as a standard action, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you close it.
Close it and back away.
Uh,
As far as anyway, go ahead.
Allie kind of moves her head up from the frame. Are they shouting? Is everything alright?
Reed looks confused. He's like, I don't know.
Okay. Orderly number 2 is going to down the hallway here. And then standard action, open the door.
Evil eye.
It's evil eyed. What did he get evil eyed with?
It's just evil eye.
Oh,
He just gets evil eyed.
that
It's a
a-
DC 15 Wisdom save.
C15
Will
wisdom
save.
save.
I think these guys are underpaid. Probably white trash.
So DC 15.
Oh wow.
Yep. So he is for 1 round. He takes a -2 penalty. I'm going to go with attack roll.
So you kind of focus on him, and his kind of wobbles a little bit. He seems very weakened for a moment. He seems to shrug it off.
Low blood sugar.
You need to get back to your rooms right now! Shouts, brandishing his weapon. Tal, hearing a commotion from behind you, give me a perception check. That's enough. You do, however, smell something very nice from the large metal container in front of you as well. It's your turn.
I open up the container and
Action.
find some food.
You do. There are several wrapped packages in there, some transparent, some within bags, some within plastic containers. Seems to be a cornucopia of foods. Oddly enough, this box that you open is very cold. Cold air is kind of billowing out from it. You still have a standard action left if you wanted to take anything.
I take whatever smells the yummiest.
You do. All right, you grab a handful of it. Reed,
And
your
I
turn.
begin eating.
Okay.
Reed. And he's going to step out to here. What's going on? What's happening?
There's guards out there. And then you can see one in the doorway that looks kind of stupefied.
Right. Wait, where's Tao?
I was trying to find her.
Looking around the corner, I can't see her, can I?
No, you can't see the guard, though he's in partial cover.
She's gonna get
Actually,
hurt.
at any kind of mental hospital, all doors would have an automatic shut. By the way.
Noted. Maybe
This is not the best one.
yeah, there's maybe not the
I
highest.
mean, clearly they let children run around.
Reed is going to. Oh wait, fuck. How far did I go? Let me measure that out. 25. He's going to double move in order to get up to here. And he's gonna do his goddamn job. He gets up to here. He's no, and he's kind of just acting as a shield, even though he's kind of small.
Are you trying to do anything other than just kind of like protect the
Just
body
getting in the
shield?
way. Just getting in the way.
Okay.
It's my turn.
All right, down the hallway. This one is making his way down. It's about right here. Let's see if we can
Oh heavens, there's a woman cat in the fridge.
see someone right there. And he is going to move in.
Oh no!
What are you doing in here? Maya,
Eating
I'm
your-
hungry.
Do I hear the other guard in the other room?
just straight through. Both doors are open now. Yeah, you hear them.
Okay. Naya's gonna go back to the room and into the doorway. And start talking to Allie. Allie, guards are here for us. We don't want to hurt anybody, but I think we're going to be locked up again. We need your help to get out of here.
I don't know. We need to get to...
Please, Allie, you have to help us. You're our only hope to get back to Galarian.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'll try everything I can. We need to get to your
We
stuff.
need to get back to little Absalon. Try and find it.
Okay, I'll start looking. Starts tapping away. And then she says, down the hallway, to your left as soon as you get out. At the very end, there should be a door. That's where they would keep your stuff. She's typing away on the plate.
And she's going to, well, she can't do another move action, can she? She's just doing, go
You
ahead.
do the movement action to get there. You have your standard left. She meant when she's pointing out, she went down this way. Out from there, down. She's talking about there.
Do I have a certain move? And then she's gonna come up to Amelia and say, "Our stuff is in that hallway. We'll need to get through there, and if we want to escape, but don't kill anyone."
Ilya, it's your turn.
Okay, the lamp in the office, is it a floor lamp?
It is a standing lamp. It's about 5 feet tall.
Cool. Amelia's gonna go back to the office, excuse me, and rip the lamp out of the floor.
Okay. You pull it. It's not attached to the floor or anything. It is plugged in. So as you do that, it disconnects. Light turns off, and you have yourself a makeshift lance.
I have myself a makeshift quarterstaff.
Do you have a quarterstaff? Do you have a BAB of 1?
I don't think so. Witches don't have it at one.
No.
Yeah. So you are good then. That's all you can do. That's your standard action to get that.
Yeah, pretty much. So she
Allie.
sees her, like, literally, like, pull the lamp up out of the floor, swing around a little bit, and go,
Natural 20. Okay. So
Oh, no.
she's gonna spend some. No. She's doing her research.
Oh, it's Alec.
Okay. Orderly number 2 is going to threaten. Say, return to your rooms right now, and he's going to do turn action.
Is he like lifting his billy club?
He is lifting his billy club threateningly. It's about shoulder length. Shoulder height, I should say.
Such terrible
does that-
orderlies.
does that, the fact that he doesn't actually take an action, negate the evil eye for the one round?
No, I would say that if he makes an attack with it, it's still going to count.
Okay.
At least until your turn. Tao, there is someone approaching you very quickly. You turn around, mouth stuffed with some kind of sandwich, cleavage, and meat's kind of falling out as he's reaching to grab at you.
Hello, Tao.
Tal swallows and says, "Hello."
He is reaching out to grab at you and is threatening. You need to return to your room now.
Okay.
Okay, what do you do?
Return to the room.
Oh, hey, Tao.
Really?
I was trying to think about what's... I mean, that would be an attack of opportunity, but I don't think he would take it. You don't make sure that you... I'm gonna say that he's gonna attempt to grab your arm instead of letting you just go freely on your own.
Stop that. That hurts.
Well,
Oh,
what is
no.
your CMD?
Better than that, I hope.
Fairly sure it is. Her CMD is 13. So he reaches
Yeah,
out to
CMD
grab at
13.
her, and Tao just kind of like deftly dodges aside of it, kind of without a care, making her way towards the door. Move on. You can keep moving.
Like a cat.
Like a cat,
Like a cat not wanting to be pet.
basically.
She
Just
gets
sling-
right about. She takes like 5 feet step out, and she's like, "Yeah," and then like goes down this way because it's like another person. Like, I don't like you.
So as you get right here, he's going to take his prepared action. He sees another person coming up from behind. He doesn't see it. He's going to make an attack.
-2.
-2. So he goes to swipe at you, and that is a 9 to hit your AC. You're not flat-footed, AC 15, so it misses. You kind of duck under that, so you dodge the first person he tries to grab at you very easily, and you're making your way down as you see this individual out here in front of Reed. He turns to his side and sees you, and kind of backhands with his club to swing at you after he notices your clothing that you're trying to escape as a view, and you kind of limbo dodge underneath that, and you keep moving.
I get
Take
over
about
here,
a double movement to get there. Okay.
and she's just kind of like, leave me alone.
Reed, your turn. You see this guy swipe at Tao.
He's going to... Oh, I haven't tested this yet. This is a leap bit. He's going to focus for a moment. And he's going to cast a spell. He's actually going to cast it defensively, so that's the first fun part.
Alright, go ahead.
Concentration check, DC 17. Hey!
Nice.
And he is going to reach out with Touch of Blindness.
Reach out and touch it.
You touch your hand, their eyes are engulfed in darkness.
Wait, get a will save?
Fortitude save.
Fortitude save. So you
Great, these big boys.
you reach out and you still feel as this warmth has left you. You feel colder and more alone than you have for a very long time. It takes a moment, but that warmth doesn't exactly return. But you expect that you wouldn't be able to do this. You try anyways, and you find your power is still there with you, Reed.
Perfect.
And I'm going to say that
Fails.
likely fails unless you have a negative here. Okay, so you reach out and this... What does this look like?
As he reaches out, he's conjuring into his hand a bit of, it's green energy, but as it's conjured into a negative spell, it darkens and wilts a little bit, and he actually reaches up towards the man's face, but he can't reach, so it's more of like from a foot away, just projects it onto his eyes.
This black, inky energy kind of swells around his eyes. He stumbles around, kind of flinging. He's suddenly blinded.
Perfect.
Okay, orderly number 1 is going to chase after Tao. Perfect. Gets about right there, and the more lethal intent, he's not going to try and grab you. He's going to actually try and attack you this time. Goes to swing out, but misses.
You are so freaking lucky.
As is a little bit wide, you dodge out to the side. Naya, your turn.
Is it possible to do non-lethal damage?
I was thinking about that. I don't think it is with your spells. I think they're just a little too powerful. If you want to delay, you can. I can try and look it up. Probably be a question for Corey.
Okay. Naya's going to shout.
Actually, I'll tell you what. There is a ruling on it. Is your blast a physical blast or an energy blast?
Physical.
Perfect. So yes, you can. You will take a -4 to it.
Because...
But you're kind of like holding back your power. Yeah, you can do it.
Okay. She'll shout, "Don't you touch her!" And then she'll blast orderly 2 out of the way, or at least try to.
That is a hit, for sure. Let's see, actually, with 14... Actually, it's barely. That's a perfect hit, though. That's AC 15, so you hit. What's this look like?
What's that?
So you rage this blast down the hallway as it kind of warps kind of the vision around it, and it slams into the orderly. Blinded orderly is struck by it. What happens? Does he just take damage? Does he move at all?
Well, I mean, for flavor, I would like that he gets kind of tossed to the side, but I don't think it has a push effect.
Okay, yeah, I'd say it's not quite strong enough yet, especially since you're trying to hold back on this. But he
Maybe
will
he
then...
falls over because he's blind and disoriented.
He definitely takes him for a bit of a stumble. So he takes this
Okay.
hit. He said non-lethal damage.
Yeah, not lethal.
Cool. All right.
Is it possible for me to sneak by him while he's kind of like dazed?
He's blind too.
He is blind too, yeah, so okay, you imagine it would be pretty easy.
Or did I? Okay. Then I'd like to walk into the hallway. And if he gets an attack of opportunity, I'll just take it.
He does not take a attack of opportunity. He's blinded and he's already taken his attack of opportunity, so that's all he's got.
Yeah, remember
battle
they
reflex?
wasted a lot of attacks on me.
Amelia,
All right.
you got a weapon.
I'm going to double move, and I'm going to try to get past him with my weapon in hand.
As you do, you notice that he doesn't quite see you, so you kind of clutch the weapon tight to you and sidestep through the hallway, the doorway there, and get past it pretty easily.
Should be able to get about right there.
Okay, I got it! Allie says to herself in the room as she stands up and begins to make her way out. Okay, orderly number 2. How long is he blinded for, Reed?
We're off on my turn.
Okay, very cool. So he is still blind in that case. He is blindly swing around here. Let's see if he makes it. Low is fail, high is success.
Cool. So concealment is 50%, I think.
Yep, he does get it. 54. He swings off at you, Reed. Uh, 13 to hit.
Is that versus me?
Yes, it is.
I'm not wearing armor. That hits.
Oh, that's right. No armor. So he does, and he strikes at you, and you take 3 points of non-lethal blunt damage.
God. Bit aggressive.
Tau. He's swinging at you wildly. You're in front of this door. You notice that beyond this door, there is nothing else in this hallway. You're cornered.
Leave me alone. She starts conjuring energy into her hand. And
Okay,
she's
are you going to...
shocking grasp.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was going to ask, do you want to try and cast defensively to do that?
Yes.
Okay, so you roll a d20, and you're going to add your caster level, which is 1, plus your intelligence modifier, which I think is 2. So a d20...
Intelligence is +3.
What is it? Cool. So d20 plus 4 then. And your target DC is, I think, 15 plus double spell level 17.
I don't know how to roll.
You type it in. You type /, it's right there by the shift button. Then ROLL. Then space. And then d20 plus 4. So you go to cast it, and you're trying to protect yourself from being attacked by this guy as you're casting it. You can't quite do it. You have the choice of taking an attack of opportunity from him if you want to continue casting a spell, or you can just not cast a spell.
I'll take the
That's how it
attack
works.
of opportunity.
Okay. And I believe your AC is 14 since you're not wearing your armor, but otherwise you are quite within the hit, if I remember.
I didn't have any armor in the first place.
He misses.
nothing
He
that
does this swing at you and kind of barely passes past your hand, but he leaves himself wide open. You cast Shocking Grasp, right?
Oh my goodness.
She just wants to be left the fuck alone.
Defending yourself. She's scared. Alright, a successful melee touch attack deals 1d6 points of electricity damage per caster level. You are level 1, so we had d6 of damage. Plus 3 on it if their opponent is wearing metal armor, or carrying a metal weapon, or is made of metal. I would say that he does not have anything that much metal on him in order to
What
give you
about
a bonus.
keys?
You know what? He does have a big ring of keys on his belt. So yeah, okay, I'll give you a +3. So go ahead and roll a.
I'm kidding. Don't add that. I don't
And a belt buckle.
Belt
Oh.
buckle. Bad.
roll a d20 for me. We'll add
Probably a pin.
+3. It's a touch attack. Let's see here.
Could be that like retractable metal baton type of thing.
It's plastic, but close enough.
Plastic.
I mean, he
Yeah.
could be wearing jeans, so like all of like the buttons and stuff on that are metal.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough. So she gets a +3.
/ roll.
Pretty good. Yeah, / ROLL space D20.
Or you can
plus-
just R. You don't have to type out ROL.
Oh, really?
yeah,
That's
you
what I
can
know.
just type.
Plus
/ R.
D3.
Yeah, so it's a touch attack. Is that strength then?
If you have
Wait,
weapons,
am I rolling damage or am I rolling?
Yeah,
the
you're
attack?
just doing a touch attack here.
Attack.
Attack.
Yeah, you've got to touch him still. So it's D20 +3, and then I think you have a -2 to your strength, if I remember right. So D20 +1.
It's not like she's swinging a weapon. She's just touching him though.
It is
No,
a
I
melee
have
touch attack.
a +0.
Okay, so just D20 +3. It is his touch AC, so good. And he
probably
shakes
thinking of me. I'm the weak fucker.
Oh
Oh,
no!
so you go
that's-
to
look
hit
like-
him.
Oh,
That didn't go through, right?
I think the space in there
Oh.
messed it up.
Okay, I see it.
Am I screwing this up? See, I don't understand this.
No,
Where-
this is
no,
this
just
is
no
a good
space in
thing,
between the D
because
and
we all
20.
thought you rolled 3, but we know you didn't.
Well, that's literally impossible.
Well, then was my other one probably even better because
No, no,
I
you
probably
did that one
the
right.
same thing.
You did that right. You're doing fine. Just get rid of the
So-
space.
What do I do?
/R space D20 plus
No
3.
space between the D and the 2.
Yep. You don't even have to put spaces between the pluses and stuff. It doesn't need it. It should like this. But, oh wow, it actually took it.
Man,
Is that right? I didn't do that right, did I?
Oh, come over, give me a second.
Somebody give me a dice.
Sometimes it just feels easier to do it that way. Holy crap!
Yeah. You need to
Man,
set her up some dice macros. That'll make things
That's
easier.
why, if I'm making a shitty roll, it's because I have to type things in.
Alright, so now you're going to roll 1d6. So your hand just begins to, the energy coalesces and begins to crackle with energy that soon turns quite lethal. You reach out and you press your hand up against his shoulder.
Do I get
after
any
he swings
pluses or
wide.
anything?
No, just a d6. And you do, and you kind of shock through his body as he takes 3 points of damage.
Stun your ass.
You still have a movement action if you want to do anything. Movement action opens the door if you'd like.
I'll open the door.
Okay. You do open the door. I'll show you what you see. Reed, it's your turn.
the man in front of me, the dark green energy goes phew, and leaves his eyes. And,
Knock him out.
not the person asked to do that, but he's gonna try. Damn if he doesn't try. This provokes an attack of opportunity before he even gets to swinging, by the way.
Got a lot.
Okay.
Or he's lost a lot of HP from non-lethal, so.
You know, only half my health.
Hell of a slam from Naya, actually. So he goes to swing at you. Misses, maybe kind of hits the door a little bit. You do have a bit of cover, actually, I'm sure. Very sickening slam into the side of the wall there's dodge out.
Perfect. He is going to attempt to retaliate with a not very firm strike to the chest.
So many
How
natives.
about you? Punch.
Don't forget the -4 on this one if you're trying to do non-lethal.
He
Oh,
just,
actually, you can't. You can only do non-lethal
Yeah,
if you're doing unarmed. Yeah, that's right.
he just like fucking Charlie horses him right in the chest.
Oh, that
Sure.
really stinks. Damn it.
Trying to find the base
Ow,
damage.
ow,
so-
ow.
He just sits there going,
It's like, stubbing your toe.
Starts rubbing the chest. It's like, just
Man.
working it.
"You all about
Hey,
these
you're
threes?"
gonna
Wow.
get titty cancer.
He's not very strong.
So
So that was literally like, eh.
Yeah, he tries to slap the shit out of him. Doesn't do much.
doesn't seem to. Next up,
Need to go to the drip, bro.
he is going to take another attack at Tau.
Critical fail.
Critical fail.
Tao kicks him in the loin.
The lines.
Yeah, so he goes to do this and completely misses you again. He's very frustrating, swinging his weapon. He just can't seem to get a bead on you. Too evasive for him. And he swings a little too hard and he drops his weapon.
Actually, you could say that whenever I shocked him, I made his arm go numb.
Yeah,
He
he's
has a
he's
noodle
definitely
arm.
like
I fell
that too.
asleep.
Okay, Naya.
You dropped that.
That guy dropped his weapon. Is that what that is?
Yes, it is.
Here, I'll pick that up for you.
Naya's going to attack. Orderly too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So -4. That's against touch AC.
No, it's not.
Not against touch AC. Okay.
It's not a force one. That's why.
So you go to strike him with another bit of energy, warping the area around him, and it goes wide, kind of striking against the wall. Across him, you see as some of the wall begins to peel out, as if like maybe a layer of some kind of cloth or paper has been ripped, small, like a foot of it or something, been torn off the wall. Movement action if you want to do anything else.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna walk up to the other orderly.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think
his business.
he's already taken an attack of opportunity so far, so you can't do another one. Okay. Ilya, your turn.
All right. So she sees that they've basically got him flanked. She's going to go over here and try to hit him with the lamp.
Okay.
I don't
yeah.
think that's right.
I would say if you probably.
That's with my crossbow. Hold on.
Okay, I'm with you.
I got a 16 on that.
Okay, what is your strength modifier?
I don't have one, but my quarterstaff is just a flat D20.
12. Yeah, so you go to hit him, and you kind of hit him with the bowl of this lamp, and it kind of spins kind of chaotically, and it kind of flings off to the side. Doesn't seem to quite land a strong enough of a hit to make any headway into it. Allie makes her way down. Oh no. We have to get down to the side. Stuff's there. Orderly number 2 is going to look to the side to see Amelia there after she swung at him, and he's going to swing back at her.
And land it.
Actually does land a hit, and you take 3 points of damage as he strikes you right across your right shoulder.
How do I change each? How do I?
It says HP change, and then you say like -3.
Oh no.
Tao, it is your turn. You've opened up this room and you see there's quite a bit of stuff in there, but you also have several people in front of you.
Drow kicks him in the nards.
So I have 9 HP, but for some reason it keeps giving me 8.
Let's see if I can fix it. Go ahead and give me a attack now. Alright, I see.
I think I got it right this time.
Oh yeah, you did good. You go to swing though at him, and I'm gonna guess you don't have unarmed strike proficiency.
No, I
He's-
don't.
He's gonna take an attack on you first, and he does hit. It's a sickening hit actually. As he does, he strikes your hand as you come off across him, and hits you across your forearm as you take 6 points of damage. From his attack of opportunity.
What is he hitting
Oh.
her with?
Fantastic point. He does not have his stick anymore. So
Fist
that is -4. Does not hit actually. So he goes to strike at you, misses. You go to strike at him, misses. Reed, your turn.
Oh, this is very ungood.
You literally saw Amelia walk up and hit him over the head with a lamp. Didn't do much.
Did not do much.
Hey, I took an attack. Can I, like, move now?
Oh yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, you still have movement action. I'm sorry. So that door is closed.
I'm fine with that. It's more like she just found a corner.
Okay.
She's kind of just backing up, like she really just wants to be left alone.
Aw.
That's all you read.
Okay. Is this guy wearing any form of hat or glasses or anything?
None at all.
None. Damn, that's unfortunate.
Are you gonna steal his glasses?
Do we
No, I was
have a
gonna
fish
cast
hook,
light on
some
them.
glasses, and the sun? That's great.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. No, he's just gonna reach. I can't 5-foot step around him there. It doesn't look like enough room, does there?
You can give me an escape artist check to squeeze past. DC, I think, like,
Yeah.
12.
Oh wait, can I do acrobatics? Is that the point of that? I can't remember.
You can do either. I think they'll both be fine.
Yeah, I get like a tiny bonus to this, so I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, so you make it, you do squeeze past.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Ha! Fool! Ha! And he's going to concentrate and try and knock him in the chest. Not gonna do much, but it's worth trying. He's not dealing he's doing non-lethal just automatically, so it doesn't matter. That one. A crit.
Nice. Alright, roll
Nice.
to confirm.
Confirm a 20 though?
Yeah, that's how that works.
It's not in my games. We gotta roll and confirm
It's
those.
a natural 20 though.
I think he
Yeah.
only crits on a
Natural blondes still fail.
Yeah, fine.
Let's see.
Oh, see, I'm always a fan of the natural
1.
20 succeed, but if it's like a 19 or something, you have to confirm.
Okay, that does sound pretty awesome.
So that's another D3 of damage. Fool! He takes
So
5 non-lethal.
and so you just strike him and you hit him right across the jaw as he falls unconscious.
Oh! Right, he's motioning towards the other orderly, but he doesn't have anything else he can do. That's not my turn.
Did you knock the orderly out?
Yeah, he's just down after a nice, decent strike to the jaw.
Nice.
Okay. Next up is, well, you still have movement action if you want to do anything.
I have 5 foot step, I think, so I think that kind of negates.
Sure. Alright, orderly number 1 is seeing Naya here. He's going to move in action, try and take his weapon. You get an attack opportunity if you want to.
Don't, because I don't have a weapon, unless I can punch him.
I think that's about all you can do.
Whoa.
It's a big white box. So he grabs his weapon in a standard action. He's going to bring it down on you. 18 to hit.
Ow.
And 7 points of damage as he strikes you right across the temple of your head.
How does HP change macro work?
You just type in negative the HP amount.
It's not showing a box for me. Okay. Oh, there we go. Was it 8 or 7?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ow.
There it is. Don't do that. Okay. Naya, your turn. It's revenge.
I'm going to 5 foot step back if I can and blast him real good. Hopefully. Damn it!
Gonna strike him, and it again kind of peels some of the wallpaper down the hallway, but misses him. Amelia?
Help!
Going to Evil Eye, orderly number 1.
Okay. He fails. So
This hex lasts for a number of rounds equal to 3, plus the witch is for 7 rounds.
Ooh.
He's going to take a -2 to his attack rolls.
all right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Got a movement action still if you want to.
I'm good.
Allie, kind of frozen with pure air, going to stand motionless. Orderly number 2 is unconscious. Now, sure. There is a door behind, right there, as well as another
She
one of those
walks
frames.
up to the desk, grabs the keyboard, and begins
Make a perception check,
heading
actually.
out.
Do you want to make a perception check? Very nice.
Nice.
There is a partially opened, partially closed drawer right below it. You see a glint of shiny metal inside of it.
Yeah, no, she grabs the keyboard and heads out the door and gets up right behind the orderly. And she wants to smack him.
Okay. Let's see. That's probably both of your actions for turn. Movement action, get down there, pick it up. A standard action to get back over there. So that's probably all you can do for right now.
She can't grab it on her way out.
Unless you have a BAB of 1. Oh, you might actually. You know what? Does mages get BAB of 1 at level 1?
I don't have a BA.
No.
Okay, yeah, so no can do. Reed.
Well, that's just unfortunate for him. We are going to, as a standard action, start channeling Touch of Blindness, which is again that beautiful green energy wilting around his hand. And he's going to move over to here, and as a free action, release the spell. So you can charge them before you move, so I don't get hit, hopefully. That's just a fort save on that guy's part.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20. So
Oh,
he
no.
kind of shrugs off the energy a little bit. Kind of blinks through it.
Oh. That's my turn.
Growls at you a little. You little shit!
Ooh,
He goes to swipe at you.
Yeah, there it is. Oh. Is that lethal or non-lethal?
This is non-lethal.
Okay.
So the minus two.
You are definitely unconscious as he strikes you across the head with this club, brings it down, conk, hits you on the forehead with it. You are unconscious. You still have full health. You're still at 7 out of 7 HP, but
Yeah.
non-lethal below 0, unconscious.
Don't you hurt him!
He dropped.
Naya, she reads
Just
Liz
instantly.
kind of frame fall to the ground after a good strike from this orderly. Bit of blood on his forehead.
And her eyes kind of just like glow a little bit as she's just like, "Oh no, you didn't."
Oh no.
Mother
Oh
trucker.
no. Oh no,
I would
you did.
Oh.
say that actually flanking 13-12. Are you being non-lethal with this?
Yes.
All right, so in that
Actually,
case,
wait, hold on a second.
that's how angry she is, I guess.
Yeah, I think seeing her friend go down, she's going to actually lose a
Don't
little bit
forget,
of
he
control.
already has, what, 3 points of lethal damage on him?
Yep. So in that case, it does connect, and you take him, and his body kind of is racked and maybe pulled from the air a little bit, and then slammed against the wall. It's a very loud thud, and he takes 10 points of lethal blunt damage. It's enough to bring him down and unconscious. And we are out of combat.
And she's gonna try and see to Reed and see if he's okay.
Unconscious.
Clear.
If we're out of combat, they said that this room down here had our stuff in it, right?
Correct.
Look, if we can get our stuff, I've got a potion that can help him.
Amelia
got
is
a
coming off on the
hedgehog.
side, and she's worried. Oh no.
Allie.
Allie, yeah, thank you.
They're not dead, don't worry. We just knocked them out.
Oh, okay.
Not for
Nice
lack of
Things in
trying.
the drawer.
Yeah, the door is closed and locked. As Tal points out, there's something in the drawer.
We were
I'm
just
looking
defending
on.
ourselves.
Wake
Don't
up.
worry, Allie.
Okay, I understand. She's trying to maybe reassure herself a little. Amelia, you find a key.
Yoink. Yoink.
That's the sound of picking up keys.
Yes.
Yep.
That's called a grabby sound.
Ah.
I'm going to use the key on the door.
Okay, so you go over to the door. A second.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, we're back in combat! Run!
Oh god, it was a mimic the entire time.
Everything is a mimic. You insert
Shield
it,
the
and a very
table.
satisfying click. It opens. There's a flickering light on the inside. Shelves filled with different boxes and everything. Take a moment. With some effort, you find a number of boxes that do have Shell Porter's name on it, and Kate Bauer. Then
I dig through the bag
Rosa,
in
etc.
mine and fish out the Cure Light Wounds potion.
You go to look for it, and you've never seen any of these things in your entire life. And we're going to stop there.
Oh, no.
Dick!